Yeah, I mean, I touched on it really quickly in the beginning.
Hmm.
We've really thought about storytelling as being so crucial to what we do. A lot of agencies talk about content. I'm guilty of it all the time. People say
Yeah.
like, "Oh, we need to, we're filling feeds. We got to create this content. There's a content mix that we need to hit." But the regular person on the other end, they're not going, "I saw this." Well, maybe some people are. "I saw this great piece of content. You need to like check this out." They're probably the stuff that they share more often than not is content, and that is a thing that was made, but it's a good story. It's something
Hmm.
that really captivates you, whether it's an emotional thing or it's educational or inspires you in some sort of way. So we've tried to build the whole agency structure around storytelling. Um, my prior role here as managing director worked really closely with the partners to try to think about a lot of the structural work that we would do to set up the agency for success and really build into the future. And it was probably maybe 5 years ago. We're sitting in the cafeteria at one of our clients' offices, and we were 28 people, and we were trying to think about how to build an org. Um, which just shows like small agency, no idea what we're doing. We've hired 28 people. We have no idea who's in charge of who, but it was small enough that you could kind of do it. And we were looking at org charts from every different walk of life, all these different businesses, and
Sure.
found this old 1940s Walt Disney org chart that we ended up
Oh,
kind of taking as inspiration for what we do. So it's really, you can probably find it pretty easily. It's like 1943 or 47. It's the circle, and at the top is Walt. Of course, he's at the top, and the story, and then at the bottom is the audience. And then on the inside are all these departments. And it shows just this ping pong of dotted lines as the idea and the story ping pongs from, art to theme park to whatever. It's going to all these different groups. But at
cool.
the end, it's just the audience. All the audience sees or cares about is the story. And we really thought about how do you build an organization with that at the core? So we have these three groups of shape, share, fuel. I work on trying to
Shape,
connect yeah.
share, fuel.
Yeah, and Shape is our hybrid of creative strategists and copywriters. It's people that really understand narrative storytelling. I say that it's the group that takes the complex and makes things simple. So if we get a 30-page brief, ultimately you're trying to come up with a really simple platform, a line, something that's translatable in a feed, in a scroll quickly.
Nice.
And that group has to do more than what copywriters used to have to do. They have to understand how to write, but they also have to understand the spaces that they're writing for, especially in social.
Yep.
Our share team is the biggest team at the agency. It's really how ideas spread. Um, so they're a mix of PR and influencer and culture casting. Um, really, the group that gives the story a megaphone. So understands like the right way to roll out a story in every single piece, whether it's on our own channels and other channels. And then our fuel team is our in-house studios, art directors, designers. We've really invested a ton in the last few years in building out a video team and being able to do things more vertically integrated so that we can move as fast as we need to.